Hot coffee and whipped cream on a Monday. You heard it here from Sherry Cooper, who's on live watching. Oh, what y'all love to watch every weekday. I know it at 9 a.m. Puerto Vallarta time. It is August 17th, if those can keep up. And in case you're wondering, the year is 2026. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PVRN Puerto Vallarta. Right now, I'm your host, Brent Lane. Good to see you. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Good morning, Eric. Good morning. I'll throw some good mornings out there. Good morning, Renee from Reno. Good morning also to you, Sherry. Nice to see you again, of course, with that coffee and whipped cream I referenced. Good morning, lovely L3. Slide. Good to see everybody here. Oh, if it's your first time being around or you haven't been here in a while, be sure to take a look down at the ticker. I mention that maybe twice, 3 times a month, just to tell you, hey, that's where you get your weather, your exchange rates, some travel advisories. There's all kinds of interesting stuff down there, even something here or there about my sponsors. But we don't talk about sponsors too much here because we only got 20 minutes to get you in, get you out, and get you on your day and have time for coffee and a bit of fun too. So, hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Let's talk about it. But first of all, of course, good morning from Manhattan. Mark Hartman, always somewhere interesting, loving it. Start spreading the news. Mark is in New York. Good to see you, sir. And good morning, Chandra. And hey, that's what it looks like outside. If you haven't peeked out the window, if you're not in Puerto Vallarta, like Mark and some others, yes, he does get around. That's what Puerto Vallarta is looking like right now. Good morning, Pat. Nice to see you as well. Everybody's here. All the usual suspects, including me. All right. Hey, Lori, Casey, and Cody in the house. How was your weekend? Let's talk about it. So we had a great weekend. We had a busy weekend, but busy in a good way. Hung out at the pool one day. We don't do that very often with some good friends. And then went out, of course, last night to Jessy Ruiz's event in conjunction with Gen Expats PV and PVRN. We had the UFC fights at Sports Bar PV, the Sports Bar PV. Had a great time. Let me show you. Good morning, Lilia. Good to see you. We had an awesome time. Here's a shot that I think this is attributed to Jessy. She is quite the photo taker. But there we go. That was a good group shot. We actually had quite a few more than that even. We had people bleeding over to the bar. We had people sitting over to the side. But we had a great night. Jessy did a great job hosting the event for sure. Some good prizes. Yo to you, Eric. Good to see you as well. We had good prizes, actually. Let's see. American English Tree gave away 1 month of Spanish lessons. And that's amazing because when you do a lesson learning Spanish with them, they give free English to a child, a local child here. I think that's amazing. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your comment. You demand too. And so also, so it was a rock, paper, scissors contest. Here we go. It was, you know how this goes. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, rock. So we had a big contest. The first time around, I think I made it to like round 3. So I did not win the Spanish lessons, which I probably could use. But I did win the second one. So it ended up me being versus Eddie from American English Tree for all the marbles. And I won a 60-minute massage with Pure Massages. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. I've never been there. Don't even know the business. But hey, maybe you've been to Pure Massage before. Tell me about it, but I'll be booking that here soon. My back could definitely use it. I don't know. Ugh, going to the gym a lot, doing lots of heavy weights. My back is killing me. So that was my weekend. That was a great time. I also got to meet the owner, super nice guy. But also I got to spend a little bit of time with some business owners this weekend, just chatting a little bit about, you know, what's been the big topic here. I mean, obviously garbage collection, all that. We see it all the time, the water lately. But prices seem to always be the big topic. And, you know, I don't know. I mean, I got to sit down with a local business owner. I mean, it helped that he spoke English because that helps me a little bit. My Spanish is average, but not good enough to have this kind of a conversation. But, you know, he's like, Brent, like, listen, it's really, really hard to be a business owner here as well. I mean, of course, the public all sees it as like everything's too expensive. They're not lowering prices enough for the locals. You know, you see that one side of it a lot. But then from a business owner standpoint, the first thing he said was, you should see my CFE bill. I mean, my CFE bill, we know our costs of food have gone up a lot. Imagine them rolling through Costco buying food and how much it costs. So the issue is that I don't think most of the business owners want to artificially gouge their customers, but maybe there's a bit of, give and take here in terms of, they've got to also make very slim margins. Restaurants are run on very big margins anyways, restaurants and bars, especially restaurants. Bars do a little better. But it really gave me an appreciation for, like, you can't just lower your prices down to the floor. I mean, maybe just a little bit. You introduce specials. That's what this restaurant did. Just food for thought when you see so many posts out there bashing the restaurant owners, the bar owners, the business owners for keeping their prices too high. Obviously, some of that is valid, but I would also say think a little bit about the owner's side and the owner's position and, like, hey, we're barely alive over here, and we're doing our best to, you want air conditioning, you want good fresh food that isn't bad, that was bought recently and not frozen. And the risk of buying that food, my fingers are going up here. I'm on a rant over here. Woo! But the risk of buying that food and maybe it goes bad. And so, I don't know. It just got me thinking, sometimes I'll just push down a news story just to have my own little chat with you. But let's try to share some good in this community. And let's try to see both sides of it. We're all trying to do our very best. Okay. Woo, that was a lot. I need some coffee. I don't know about you. Let's get it in here. It's time to get your cups, everybody. Let's do it. Get the coffee cam going and warmed up for the week. Boom, we're on a roll today. All right. Ooh, I'm coming in hot on a Monday. I don't know about you, but are you feeling it? I mean, it's not just hot outside. It's hot in the studio. I am feeling it. And in a good way, Thank you, Renee. Exclamation points. Ooh, I didn't get a sunflower today, but it's okay. I love the change up from you. All right. How's about we talk about some news? Why not? That's what this show's about. At minute 7, we do our first news story. That's why I always say it's fun and news. All right, here we go. Oh, first up, water. Here we go. Bring it down. Not so exciting anymore. It's time to talk about SEAPAL. And unfortunately, these delays getting the water turned back on. And it's not a laughing matter. The local communities are suffering and they don't have water. And SEAPAL's doing their best to get water out to them. So I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just trying to deliver the news story as I read it this morning. And so this one is, so if you live in the lower zone or parts of El Pitial, you may still have supply disruptions of water. The local water agency, SEAPAL Vallarta, has officially stepped in to take direct control of the construction site at the San Francisco tank. The project involves installing a 36-inch pipeline. We've talked about this on the show before to boost water delivery to lower neighborhoods, but contract work handled by third party, this is according to SEAPAL, hired under the Puerto Vallarta Las Vegas highway concession, fell behind schedule, as we know. Recent rains flooded the excavation site. Woo, I'm getting too fast. Yeah, I'm with you, Sherry. Recent rains flooded the area, compounding the delay as crews were forced to pump out water before resuming their construction and repairs. To address the shortage, this is the new part of the story here. To address the shortage, SEAPAL deployed its own heavy machinery and personnel to accelerate completion while demanding the private contractor finish their assigned tasks immediately. Supply has begun returning gradually with fluctuating pressure in the middle and upper parts of Pitial, though lower neighborhoods remain cut off. So municipal tanker trucks now are being deployed by SEAPAL, etc., and they're actively delivering water to affected areas like La Aurora, La Floresta, La Juntas, and more. I don't need to list every single city and town, but they're all important while these repairs continue. So the water trucks are out there doing what they can to help. For those needing clean drinking water, which is all of us, but if you are experiencing an outage, your cistern, your tinaco is empty, local purified water stations known as Gogomaticos, I don't know much about this, okay, opened as early as 8 a.m. to assist families free of charge. SEAPAL stated they will keep emergency water delivery trucks running until the new pipeline is fully connected and system is pressurized and stabilized across the city. This intervention aims to resolve the neighborhood outages caused by the delay. And I know this is so important. I know a lot of you are really, I've gotten more messages about this water outage. I will say I got quite a few from Matt. I mean, you guys are just concerned. I get it. Frequent viewers, and we're just keeping an eye on it. Yeah, no water in some areas, have had power issues too. Mary, that's the thing. It's like, could you imagine no power and no water? I haven't heard of both happening at once, but I'm sure it is. We do have frequent power outages. So this is the downer from the upper beginning of our show, but thank you to Eddie Rangel for this story over at Tribuna de la Bahia, and also our former producer of CPS News on Television, which is tonight at 7 p.m. if you got nothing else to do. It's kind of a recap of everything you see here, but you get to see me on TV instead. How fun. All right. Here's to me on TV. Let's go. And moreover, here's to the neighborhoods getting their water back. That's way more important than me being on TV. So here's to you guys getting water back. We're all in this together. I hope it gets worked out soon. All right. Next up on the news. I see you, Sherry. All right, moving on to the next one. Hey, how about some positive news? That's how we do it here. We bring it down a little bit, but we bring you way up. Some Tripadvisor rankings hit social media this morning and the news. I think it hit the news first and social media picked it up. But travelers have spoken on a global scale, and Bahia de Banderas and the surrounding area has captured 2 top spots in the prestigious Tripadvisor Traveler's Choice Awards Best of ranking for 2026. In the national ranking, Puerto Vallarta landed in the 4th place across all of Mexico, trailing only Cabo, Cancun, and Mexico City. I mean, I might change the order on some of those. I wouldn't put us above Mexico City. Mexico City is pretty vibrant and amazing. I would probably put us above Cancun and Cabo, but hey, that's me. Maybe I'm biased. Nuevo Nayarit also claimed a spot. Good for you, Nuevo. They got 6th place. I'll put up that list again here in just a second. And this puts 2 distinct destinations from our shared Bay region right inside that top 10. So that's amazing. And that again is on the TripAdvisor platform based on 12 months of travel reviews. The broad recognition from TripAdvisor highlights Puerto Vallarta for its mix of beaches, gastronomy, nightlife, and historic streetscapes like the Malecon and Historic Center. And I definitely would, yeah, I agree with you, Renee. I mean, those reasons alone, were beautiful. Cabo is like kind of a desert. I haven't been there yet, but I'll be there in February. But I definitely put us above Cancun for sure. I mean, Cancun's got great scuba diving, and I get its international appeal for like spring breakers and partiers, but man, it feels oppressive on the, just the constant harassment you get in the terms of tourism. And it's pretty. The water is beautiful, but I don't know. You could debate this forever, which one you like the most, but it's good that we're all up in that upper echelon of that list, especially here in Puerto Vallarta. So we're super, super honored to have those high honors. And now, once again, I'll give you the entire list here. Let me make this a bigified for you. There it is. So as you can see by looking at the list, you've got Cabo in there. They're all debatable. Cancun, Mexico City, Puerto Vallarta, Tulum, Nuevo Nayarit. There's Cozumel, which honestly I would put above quite a few of these. I think Cozumel's really special. Holbox, haven't been there, but I've heard it's amazing, but small. San Miguel de Allende. If that's your thing, it's very artsy. It's a little too fancy for us. And I'm not even going to try. That one's hard. The last one, if you can pronounce that last one wonderfully, well, then jump on it. So there you go. So sharing this recognition across both, Jalisco and Banderas, it's really amazing. This again, I'll attribute the story once again to the writer, R.A. Rangel. Thank you so much. 2 in a row for you, R.A. Thank you so much. All right, more follow-up from our neighbors at the north. If you're down here in Puerto Vallarta, if you're going through Nuevo near the Key Green District Development, or Kai, maybe Kai, I think I'm going to go Kai. You will notice fresh graffiti lining the outer property walls. Spray painted messages reading fraud and scammers, I'm translating for you, appeared across the facade overnight as buyers expressed public frustration over construction delays and contract issues. The high-profile display marks a public escalation and ongoing disputes between property buyers, property managers over delivery timelines. This is a common story here. If you're in the pre-buying world and you're pre-buying a contract, just make sure you're with a developer that's well known. I mean, again, I don't know the history of this developer or what's going on here in terms of behind the scenes. I'm not an owner there, but you do hear this story a little too much. Several buyers do claim that the developer missed promise handover dates by substantial margins while failing to provide clear accounting updates or timeline revisions. Now, the project, which was marked as an eco-friendly luxury residential build in Nayarit, has drawn growing scrutiny from buyers concerned about their investment. Local authorities have been made aware of the vandalism on site. No arrests have been reported in connection with the graffiti. The incident does highlight a growing tension, of course, surrounding real estate oversight and fire protection in rapidly expanding coastal development. Legal experts do advise international real estate buyers. This is your bit of news I found out there, a little bit of advice. International use legal experts, obviously use international real estate professionals that are AMPI certified if possible, but definitely verify development permits and construction milestones through official channels before signing that purchase agreement, not after. If a deal looks too good, it might be. You just never know. All right, 3 in a row. All right, Ronhell again. She is a busy woman this morning with the stories. Thank you so much. All right, one more time. All right, last up, obviously from Tribuna again, as you can see it all over the photo there. But if you were driving along the hillside community yesterday afternoon and you saw smoke and you saw fire, maybe you mentioned it to me and asked me if everything was okay. Well, this is what's up. Smoke columns did point to an active emergency, but firefighters from Puerto Vallarta Fire and Civil Protection Department responded to a reported structure fire, is what it was, in the Las Peñas neighborhood. Emergency crews arrived on scene to find flames spreading across a residential structure, prompting immediate containment efforts. First responders deployed hose lines and tanker trucks to control the fire and prevent ignition of neighboring properties along the narrow access streets. Paramedics also set up a safety perimeter to treat individuals for smoke inhalation, if there was any, but it said potential, as firefighters worked inside the property to exterminate those remaining and extinguish those remaining hot spots. Municipal police did assist by blocking localized traffic, of course, and keep the water tankers coming in. Now, so while property damage to the dwelling was extensive, unfortunately, emergency teams successfully did prevent that fire from extending into adjacent hillside homes, thank goodness. Investigators are working to determine the origin of the blaze, while local authorities remind residents to check household electrical wiring and gas line connections regularly during this hot weather, and kind of always. Oh, thank you this time to Hugo Lynn. Area didn't go 4 for 4 on that one. Nikki notes, hey, you just made it in time for some coffee, and for you, we will just do it. Thanks for reminding me. I needed it after all that reading this morning. Cheers to you guys for making this show so great. For a little over 17 minutes, which gives me just enough time to tell you a couple important announcements. Number one, I've got some vacation coming up. So I don't have my calendar in front of me, unprepared at this point of the show, but I think we're going to be on vacation break on this Thursday and this Friday. And then maybe just Friday. All right. So whatever it is, let's say Friday, Monday, and Tuesday or something like that. So we're going to be off to Mexico City for a few days to have some fun. And then I'm going to tell you about a little bit of vacation coming up in also, let's see. Oh, there we go. Lovely 03. Always on it with the calendar. All right. So Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, I will be out. We'll be in Mexico City. So if you love Mexico City, say hey. Or if you're there, say hey. Thank you for joining, Eric. I see you running out on me. That's not a problem. I get you. Thanks for joining the show this morning. So 3 days off. So once again, this Friday, no casual Friday, no Monday, no Tuesday. So mark your calendars, no surprises. I'm not going anywhere other than just a little time off. And then I'll also have a little bit of time off starting next month in September, just a little motorcycle trip off to Guadalajara and back, as well as seeing the Scorpions in Guadalajara. Remember those guys? They've been around for over 60 years. So I'll definitely report and have it. Shut the mic and start vacation. Thank you. I will take those orders. So, hey, if you, again, I'll remind you later in the week. No big deal there. But hey, once again, last but not least, thank you, Mark Hartman. Appreciate that. If you've got any viewer mail, send it over. I got quite a bit last week, so I appreciate that. I'll read them all on air with your permission. Hit me up at this email right there, pvrnmx@gmail.com, for anything you want to say to me that you don't want to say on air or anywhere else. Yes, long live Ciudad de Mexico. We're looking forward to it. And last but not least, because I keep saying it and everybody's ready to say goodbye, subscribe. If it's your first time on the show, don't be shy. Boom, hit the bell, hit notifications, all, and you'll never miss a show with me. If you didn't like it, well, don't do that. John Wright, happy day. Good to see you this weekend as well. I hope you had a great one, everybody. It's time to end the show till tomorrow. Really appreciate y'all being here. Have a happy day to you too. Who just what? Oh yeah, wait. Lilia, there you are. Man, I'm running too many things at once. Have a great one, everybody. Sorry for the hiccup. Here's the credits. See y'all tomorrow.